Welcome to the Weather Guru podcast for Saturday, July 12th, 2025, and Sunday, July 13th, 2025, for the lower 48 United States. Thank you for listening. Thank you. Please hit that subscribe button and like button. I appreciate your support and comments as you look at the forecast here. Right now, we're looking at the climatic outlook for the next 6 to 10 days in terms of whether it's going to be warm or cooler than average. And right now, it looks like the eastern two-thirds of the country is going to be warmer than average as we're right in the dog days of summer here. Summer officially began back in June 21st, and now we're in the middle of July, so we're just about on schedule here with the heat and humidity for the southeast as well as the mid-Atlantic and the northeast and the deep south states like New Orleans, Houston, Alexandria, Shreveport, back towards Victoria, Texas. You're going to be baking. Dallas, Fort Worth, you're going to be about 10 to 20, 15 degrees above average here coming up this next week from Monday through Friday. And this extends outward to the lighter orange colors for places like Memphis, Birmingham, Atlanta, Columbia, Asheville, Charlotte, back up toward Danville, Virginia, and Roanoke, and then over toward Louisville, Lexington, Paducah. The usual spots for summertime heat and humidity. It's going to be building in this direction here. Now, we're going to be a little bit below normal. We're going to have a slight little, would be Alberta Clipper in the wintertime, but this is going to be a slight little trough that's going to be dipping down from Canada, providing some cooler relief for places like Chicago, Kenosha, Milwaukee, Madison, Wisconsin, back toward Green Bay and Rice Lake, over toward Minneapolis, St. Paul, and the Twin Cities, and over toward up the 29 corridor from Fargo, North Dakota, Pierre, and South Dakota, up to Fargo, Watertown, and then back toward the Arrowhead of Minnesota, and the border with Canadian border and the UP of Michigan. You're going to be about 10 to 15 degrees below normal, so a nice respite, retreat there for people going up camping on the lakes there and things of that nature for this upcoming week. Out west, the same deal. You're going to be above average here, anywhere from the Seattle, Pacific Northwest area, back toward Bellingham, Washington, back into Oregon, Coos Bay, Salem, Portland, Vancouver, Oregon, back down into the places of Nevada, Ely, Nevada, Carson City, back toward just north of Las Vegas in the north-south mountains, the line there, over toward Provo and Salt Lake City, Utah area, Cottonwood Canyon. You're looking above average. Good week. Go up to the skiing resorts up there. Idaho, the same deal with you for Boise, up toward the Bitterroots of Montana and the Wasatch and Yellowstone National Park. You're all going to be above average there in Wyoming as well. Slight little cooler area down here in the southwest area, so places like Phoenix, I'm sure you'll be a welcome relief, but it will still be warm. Phoenix, Sierra Vista, Tucson, back toward Yuma, San Diego, El Centro, back toward the coastline towards Tijuana. You're going to be a little bit below average there, but not by much, as this is a lighter shade of blue. Now, looking at the National Weather Service hazards here, this has much to do with typical summertime pattern, but we still have that flood watching effect for Texas, that in green here. So anywhere east of El Paso, coming along I-10 toward Marfa, Fort Stockton, back toward Ozona, Texas, Midland, Odessa, back into that area that was flooding in Kerrville, Kerr County. Still a flood watch in effect, so be safe coming out of that area, leaving San Antonio on I-10 and heading west. And then anywhere north of there, say I-35, I-20 is going to be treacherous in some conditions here. Like I said, Midland, Odessa, back toward Dallas, Fort Worth, and those areas, Aledo, Texas, and then heading north toward the border, the Wichita Falls, Texas, up toward the border with Oklahoma, coming in. They have a flood warning, that flood watch, in effect, for tomorrow, valid for tomorrow, Sunday, July 13th, 2025. So if you're in Oklahoma City, Tulsa, Broken Arrow, Norman, Oklahoma, back up toward Mountain Home, Arkansas, and some of the Ozarks there, Fayetteville, Arkansas, be very careful there. There is a flood watch in effect lasting through Sunday, July 13th, 2025. Heat warnings in effect, heat advisories in effect in orange here. This extends a little bit in south here in Georgia. Coming along I-75 there from Macon, Milledgeville, down south toward Cordele, Albany, Georgia, places like that, and over towards the eastern Georgia side there on 20. If you come 20 or 16 there, be very careful. Heat advisory in effect there. And out west, same thing for Nevada. Extreme heat warnings there for Las Vegas, Las Vegas, Henderson, Sparks, taking 22 over toward Arizona, in the Grand Canyon Rim Country there, and then in the Central Valley of California, if you're coming up along the 99 there freeway, leaving Fresno and Tulare, heading on up toward Bakersfield, be very careful, and then heading on up toward Tracy and Stockton and Lodi and Sacramento, Apple Valley, heading north of there. There's heat advisories in effect in orange, so just be safe drinking out of water, wear light clothing, And also in Northern California, Mount Shasta, you extreme heat warning in pink there. Mount Shasta, California, and those areas up there and toward the Oregon border. And also in the Pacific Northwest, we've covered that. East of the Cascades and the Richardson, Stevens Pass, and Whites Pass there is heat advisories and orange there for July 13th, 2025, Sunday. Just keep that in mind. Now, looking at the radar here, like I said, those showers just has extended with the flood watch. You can see we've got training here. We've got training rain showers. We've got these discrete cells that are producing lightning and flooding rains. Nothing severe. That's great news here. There's nothing on the severe level on all these showers that we're seeing, courtesy of the National Weather Service radar here. But just be careful if you're coming along I-44 there, the Oklahoma Turnpike between Tulsa and Oklahoma City. See showers can produce blinding rain at times. Put your blinkers on, hazard lights on, pull off the side of the road if you need. If you're coming on the evening commute for tomorrow. Same thing with Dallas-Fort Worth area here. These showers continue to make their way eastward toward Canton and Tyler, Texas. Texarkana, Texas getting into action. And then some showers over here on the Mississippi-Alabama border here. So if you're coming along Interstate 11 there, coming back towards 2059 there to Tuscaloosa into Birmingham, you may get cooked by these showers. Extending eastward here, some showers here once again. I tell you toward I-20, leaving Augusta, heading into Aiken, South Carolina, and heading toward the Columbia metro area with this junction with 26 there. Be very careful. Same with I-95. If you're heading there toward Orangeburg, South Carolina, it's junction down, coming down toward Holly Hill, Charleston, Estill, in the Low Country, Ridgeland, South Carolina, and Savannah on I-95. These showers will continue to be in there for the next 2 hours there. Just will die down after midnight as the sun has gone down on the East Coast here. Most of the other showers are garden variety. Still New Mexico, be careful in these showers. Even though a flash flood warning watch is not in effect, we had those flood warnings east of Albuquerque on I-40. That could be a treacherous commute. And I-25, leaving the Raton Pass, heading into Trinidad, Colorado. Some showers there could slow you down on your travels. Elsewhere, you see the big picture here. Everywhere else is just heat. We're looking very nice. Summertime pattern. No particularly big deal. So that's what we have going on here. You can see the temperatures here for today and for Sunday, for tomorrow here, July 13th, 2025. Hot all the way across the board, but pretty average considering it is summertime. 120 degrees Fahrenheit in Phoenix, 88 degrees Fahrenheit in Dallas-Fort Worth, 94 degrees Fahrenheit in Atlanta, 89 degrees Fahrenheit in Miami, and a nice cool 81 degrees Fahrenheit in New York City, 84 degrees Fahrenheit in Chicago, hello to you, and a nice 88 degrees Fahrenheit for the Twin Cities there. So you can see summertime is in full effect, ladies and gentlemen. Try to get in the shade, get some breeze, give your AC a break during the day, go in some stores and stuff like that on the weekend or to the park, and then leave the AC running at night to help with the humidity in the southeast and also in the high plains there as it continues to be sweltering heat. The dog days of summer are not far away here. After next week and the end of this month of July, we'll be entering the dog days of summer before we get a little chance of relief there. So this has been the Weather Guru podcast update for Saturday, July 12th, 2025, and Sunday, July 13th, 2025 for the lower 48. So Weather Guru signing off here. Be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you on the next episode. Take care. Blessings.